We are live. And let's get it on. Wow. Glorious sunny day here in Marlborough. Let's do a quick adjustment. Hold on. Go that way a bit. Oh, that's better. Yeah, that's it. Alright. Whew. Beautiful sunny day here in Marlborough, and I hope it is wherever you're tuning in around the world. Quick drink of water before we get stuck in. Kia ora, my friends. How do you do? I, Benny Ward, am here in the garden for another cold open. This is MML 170. Now, anyone who knows me understands how special it is and how much it means to me that you choose to join me here in the garden for Monday Morning Live. Because after all, you could have been in any garden, on any planet, anywhere in the universe. Well, perhaps not the Andromeda Galaxy, because on most of the planets there at this time of the year, the weather's not that flash. Speaking of the weather not being that flash, the weather wasn't that flash yesterday at the Marlborough Farmers Market. The forecast was for rain until about 8 o'clock, and then it was supposed to clear up. It didn't. It rained all morning. And even though the rain may have dampened our clothing, it certainly didn't dampen our spirits. And I'm in pretty good spirits here in the garden today for Monday Morning Live, where we will take a look back at the week that was. We'll play What's in the Bag. We'll do live gardening. I'll give you some garden updates. We'll have joke of the week, quote of the week, tip of the week. We might even sound the fun fact alert. And I'll give you guys my 10 cents worth. All those things and many more are coming up right here, right now, on Monday Morning Live. Let's kick off by playing. Sorry, left the bag slightly out of reach. Who's watching? Someone's watching. Give us a shout out in the comments so I know who you are. Let's kick off. Wait, just knocked it on. Let's kick off by playing What's in the Bag? Now, What's in the Bag today comes to you from my new friend Philippa. She was at the Marlborough Farmers Market yesterday, raising money for the New Zealand Cancer Society, selling daffodils. Now, this is the point in the show where I would sample something that I got from the Marlborough Farmers Market. But I'm not going to, because, what's that sound? Whoop, whoop. That's the fun fact alert. Today's fun fact is that daffodils are toxic to most animals and to other plants. That's why, when you put daffodils into a vase, don't put any other flowers in there with them, because it'll kill them. I'm going to put these flowers, these daffodil flowers, into a vase now, and use them to decorate the set here on Monday Morning Live. We'll pop them just there. Who's watching? Shout out to Lee! Thanks for joining. And thanks for all the meat. Anyone who knows me understands that I don't normally take other men's meat, but I was happy to receive some steaks, some roasts, some sausages from my good man Lee, so thank you so much. I'm very, very grateful. Right, we've done our What's in the Bag. Let's do some live gardening, shall we? Live gardening. Today, we're going to sow some seeds into a tray of these little square pots. Today we're sowing swan plant seeds. Now, the swan plants, as we know, are used to attract monarch butterflies into the garden. And the hopes are that we'll get the monarchs to come in, lay their eggs on the swan plants, and the kids will be able to be attracted out to the garden to watch the caterpillars grow and form their chrysalises and transform into monarch butterflies. This is the seed pod of the swan plant. Zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. A little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. Oh, not that much. Go back a bit. Yep, perfect. That's the seed pod. And now, the way that they're dispersed is kind of cool, because each seed has a little fluffy tail to help it sort of through the air. We're going to sow one of these now. I'm just going to push it in a little bit. Cover it over. And what do we do when we plant something new? We give it some water, because, say it with me, you can never underestimate the value of water. And we do so using the Benny's 6100 series Spritzer, available in the gift shop. Why not buy two? Got some shout outs to do. Shout out to Aaron, thanks for joining. Good luck with the germination, thank you. Usually we do it in the warm-up months, but I'm going to cheat. I'm going to move these inside so it's a little bit warmer for the germination of our swan plant seedlings. Shout out to Renee, thanks for joining. So glad that I could attract so many people to watch Monday Morning Live. Speaking of attraction, let's do some gardening updates. Now, I was hoping, when I planted last week on the show, avid viewers will remember that I planted on some seedlings of lettuce in the hopes that I'd be able to attract the kids out to the garden to enjoy some lettuce in a salad or a sandwich. But as you can see, so far the only thing that's been attracted to these lettuces is birds. Now that's ironic, because anyone who knows me understands that usually I know nothing about attracting birds. So far the birds have been eating this lettuce, so I'm going to have to cover that with some netting. I'll do that in the coming weeks and give you some updates. Speaking of updates, let's do our updates in reverse chronological order. That's the lettuce we did last week. The week before that we sowed some lettuce, actual seeds. We can take a look now, and if we zoom in again, actually no, let's not zoom in, snap in. There we go. And you can see that we've had germination. We've had almost 100% germination. Alright, snap back out. So that's our lettuce, they're growing nicely. The week before that, we sowed what I'm now pretty confident is broccoli. Now I got my seeds mixed up. People make mistakes. Keep watching, you'll understand. Now I thought that instead of sowing broccoli, I might have sowed something else. Begins with K. I don't want to say it out loud. But I'm pretty confident now that this is broccoli. Growing well. Almost 100% germination. Shout out to Stephen. Thanks for watching. Stephen and Sally from Golden Mile Produce. More on them shortly. The week before that, I sowed some wildflower seeds. And we can see, as I try not to strain my back too much, you can see that they're growing really well. Pretty much 100% germination. You can see all the different shapes and sizes and colours. Some of these have nice little patterns. We start to see them develop. Shout out to Daddy O! Thanks for watching! More on Daddy O shortly. I'm just going to put these over here without injuring myself. That's our garden updates done. Let's take a look back at the week that was. Wasn't a great week in terms of weather at the Melbourne Farmers Market. Had a great time out at the farm near Golden Mile Produce. Shout out to Stephen and Sally. We were pruning apricot trees. Now, here's a tip. In fact, this is your tip of the week. When you're pruning, it's good to follow the rule of the 4 Ds. Prune anything, get this, that's diseased, dying, dead, or you don't want. Great time last week pruning apricot trees at Golden Mile Produce. Later on today, I'll be getting delivery of this week's veggie box. Stephen and Sally from Golden Mile Produce do a wonderful banana box sized box full of veggies, and I can't wait to see what's in the box this week. Right, we've done live gardening updates. The week that was, another awesome thing happened last week. My dad turned 75. Shout out to Daddy O, love you lots. Now folks, it's time for my 10 cents worth. Now back in the day, when you'd share an opinion, you used to say, that's just my 2 cents worth. These days, due to inflation, there are no 2-cent pieces, so that's why this is my 10 cents worth. Now this opinion comes to you after I watched the Newcastle Knights defeat the Canberra Raiders yesterday. Go the Knights, up the wires. Now, I actually thought that the referees had a pretty decent game. I thought there was a few calls they got wrong, but more or less it was pretty even. I was surprised to jump onto social media after the game and see so many people thought that a lot of harsh calls went against the Canberra Raiders. Most of those were Canberra Raiders fans. Now, here's the thing. It's an old saying, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Now, I take that to mean that, two people can look upon a certain thing, one can see within it great beauty, the other not so much. Here's the thing, I've often prophesised and hypothesised that two rugby league fans can watch the same game of rugby league. One can be a fan of one team, the other can be a fan of the other. And both people can think that all the calls are going against their team. So, my 10 cents worth for this week. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and so is the competence of a rugby league referee. Now, as we know, you can't buy much with a 10-cent piece these days. So much like this 10-cent piece, my opinion May not be worth all that much, but nevertheless, that's my 10 cents worth. You're welcome, universe. Trying to think if there's anything else we need to go through. Let's have a drink of water because, as we know, you can never underestimate the value of water, even when it's falling from the sky as you're trying to run the Marlborough Farmers Market. We've done all our shout outs. Great turnout today. Thank you so much everybody for tuning in. Had a great week. This week's going to be a great week as well. Wednesday is opening night of Little Grimley, a play that I was pretty close to being involved with. I had to withdraw for family commitments, but big shout out to the cast and crew of Little Grimley. Can't wait to see the play. I'm going along on Saturday night with the cast of my last play that I was in, Shakespeare in Love. Can't wait for Little Grimley. Can't wait to get to the farm. Can't wait for my veggie box. Can't wait to see each and every one of you on my YouTube channel, which is Monday Morning Live. You can see me there anytime you want. You can see me every Sunday morning at the Marlborough Farmers Market. And I, Benny Ward, will see you next time in the garden. Because as we know, diamonds are forever. And so is Monday Morning Live.